Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Elizabeth and I'm about to be made redundant. Now, for a little bit of context, I bought a house a couple of months ago and I took a week off to renovate it. And when I returned to work, I got told that basically the firm is closing and everyone was being made redundant. Since then, I have done the manic panic session. I've applied for all sorts of jobs, ones I am and am not qualified for. I've heard back from no one. The job market has changed a lot since I last had to apply for jobs about 6 years ago. So I've decided to take things to my own hands and make a plan so that I can try and be self-employed and drum up my own work and not rely on employment. I have always been employed. I've always worked since I left college, and this is now the fourth time I've been made redundant. So I think it's time for a change. So my plan is to do gardening throughout the summer and a little bit of other freelance work. I'm an operations manager, so I'm going to try and do some freelance ops work. And I'm also wanting to set up a crafting workshop experience business. So I announced my plan last week, and then this video is going to be about what I have done this week to kind of move forward with those ideas. So if you're following along, I hope this is helpful and enjoyable. If anyone is in a similar situation regarding redundancy, if you have a look back at a couple of my other videos, there were hundreds of really helpful messages and comments. So have a look on there. Lots of helpful advice, lots of suggestions for work as well. So take a look on there. Anyway, this week has been the first week that I've really sat down, made a detailed plan, and actually been able to action some of these items. I am still working at the moment. It'll be the end of May that my employment ceases. So I'm doing this whilst also working part-time. I work part-time because I have a toddler and I only have childcare for 3 days a week. Just a bit of added context. So for the gardening, my sister is a gardener. And so I've had a couple of conversations with her. I've got some advice from her about equipment, insurance, how best to find clients, invoicing. So I've done all of that. I've also then created a leaflet that I'm going to get printed this week. So next week I can start doing a leaflet drop in targeted areas. I've also been scouring the local Facebook pages, and I have my first consultation tomorrow. So that's a good first step for me. I wasn't expecting to actually go and visit a garden and quote for it just yet, but that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow morning. So that is exciting, and hopefully that works out. It's also around the corner from where I used to live, so I know the area well. So that is something that I'm like thumbs up for. Now, my other business idea is a craft experience, craft workshop type idea. I am someone who absolutely loves and adores crafting. I love doing classes, but there is nothing local to me, not that I would want to sign up to anyway. So there's definitely a gap in the market. I know quite a lot of other people who would also like to do different workshops. So this is what I'm going to attempt to try and do for my local area. It'll be daytime classes. I might have some bridal classes, hen party classes, evenings, even corporate workshops as well. And for this week, I have written down all of the potential workshops that I can offer and teach. Someone in the office across from me has lent me some business books, so I'm going to have a look through those and try and get some ideas just to test out the business idea essentially. Also, I'm needing to reactivate all of my social media. So I actually own and run a small candle business. This current time of year is not candle season. So alongside this, I'm going to use those socials to promote the workshops as well. These social media accounts have not been used for a while. They were never really used that well in the first place. So I'm going to have to start using those. I will link those profiles if anyone's interested in seeing them down below. But I've also worked out a 30-day marketing plan and get everything ready for that content-wise for the next 30 days to try and boost that for the local area. I have a meeting later this week with a lady who does her own classes. She does yoga and Pilates, but I'm going to have a chat with her and see how she advertises her classes, how she got started, how she invoices or does payment links for those, just to get some ideas and suggestions and advice. I also have contacted several local venues that I think could be good for this type of thing. And I've got another meeting this week with one of those to possibly do a collaboration. They run a gin bar, and I think one of my crafts would work quite well with a gin bar. So that is what I've done so far this week. I think for the first week, that's quite good. I want to try and keep this momentum. So these videos are going to keep me accountable as well. And if you're interested in business startups and things like that, hopefully this is useful or interesting to you. And I will do another update next week, and hopefully I have done some more progress on it all. Thank you.